So a very late Love Island debrief, but anyway, let's go. So it started off with, obviously it's Harry still upset, everything's happened, and Harry's outside on the daybed. Then Dejan finally goes to see Harry, and he's like, you're still my friend, da 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 da. But you didn't go and comfort him when you needed to. You weren't there for him. Harry was on his own, and you weren't being a so-called friend. Harry's always been there for you, you weren't. But anyway, Tony and Harry then talk, and Harry was just saying how everything's just like really natural with him and Shakira, and he tried getting there with Helena, but he just couldn't because Shakira that's his girl. And then Shakira and Harry talk, and he was saying how, he could have played Happy Families with Helena, but he didn't want to, and that's really telling. And then obviously at that point, Helena walks past, and I'm just like, oh, Lord have mercy. And then Shakira even said she feels bad for Helena. Girl, Helena never felt bad for you. I'm telling you that for free. She never felt bad. But it's so nice. It goes to show that Shakira is not the mean girl. And then Helena's talking to the other girls, and she's like, technically, we're still together and we're exclusive, but he's pulling Shakira. Girl, you literally said you want nothing to do with this man. You should detest him at this point. Like, why do you care if he's pulling Shakira? It's just so crazy to me. And then she's like, all he does is care about himself and his shit mullet. Girl, you didn't think his mullet was shit where you were loving up on him and stroking his hair and all of that. But anyway, and then Shakira comes out after her chat with Harry, and then Helena takes her for a chat, and like she was like, hugging up on Shakira, and she was looking back at Meg and Megan like I don't know, it was just weird. I was like, why are you looking back at them? Like, just do your thing. And then Megan was like, oh, it's so good that they're friends now. And Meg's like, oh, I hate the Megan. She's like, oh, it's not like they were never friends. I'm just like, shut up, Meg, shut up. Like, shut up. Anyway, Shakira was really open with Helena, and she told her everything Harry said. And that's so crazy, because if Helena had given Shakira the same grace when she was pursuing Harry, things would have been a lot different, because she was not open at all with Shakira. She would lie and she would cover up, whereas Shakira's been very open with her. And then Harry and Helena speak again, and then he's basically lied about the whole friend thing. Like, he didn't say the friend comment, but you did, babe. You constantly say you guys are like friends. And then, she said she doesn't want to be friends with him on the outside. She starts crying, and then his tears were so forced. My guy was squeezing out those tears. I was scared he was going to shit himself with the way he was squeezing them tears out. It was so fake. I was just like, what are you doing? Even when he went inside as well, and he went to look in the mirror to check himself out, it was weird. It was so, I'm like, Harry, stop this. This is fake. You don't need to do all of this. And then Shakira was chatting to the girls, and she was saying how her feelings haven't changed since the beginning. So she has always liked him. Like, that's why she couldn't like Ty. That's why she couldn't like Connor. She has always liked Harry. But I found it so weird that Helena was comforting Harry. Like, you're the one upset. He's done you wrong, but you're comforting him. It's just crazy to me. And then she made a comment like, oh, if she was the right person for him, then he wouldn't have treated her like this. And he even raised his eyebrows, because he knows it's true. Like, and she knows herself that she wasn't the right person for him. And then I believe like Helena would have taken Harry back in a heartbeat if he didn't admit that he had feelings for Shakira, because that's what's hurting her the most. It's the fact that after all the bikini stealing, all the sneakiness, all the hideaway Helena wants to come out and play, he still went back to Shakira. It's that competition, that one-sided competition she had with Shakira, that's what's hurting her as well. And then Meg goes and comforts Harry as well. But I'm just like, where were you guys before? Like, where actually were you? You guys were there bitching about him, doing the most, and now you're acting like you're his friend. No, you've picked your side. Stay there. And then Shakira was saying how everything in her body wants to get back with him romantically, but she knows that she shouldn't. She loves him. Not loves him, but yeah, she's definitely feeling him. And then, this was so good to see. Yasmin ended things with Blue, and then Angel ended things with Blue. I was like, oh, Blue. Blue. And it was so funny, because when she took him for the chat, he was like smirking, thinking it was going to be a good chat. And she just, ended things. And then she went back to Jamie, and Jamie, oh, bless him, he was nervous, but yeah. And then Angel ended things as well. And I was just like, lol. And it was in the space of 10 minutes. Yeah, we love that. Love that. But Helena then kept watching Harry and Shakira, because I think they were in the kitchen together or something. And she was just saying how Shakira was saying she doesn't know what the truth is with Harry, because it's like, how can you go from 1 second being so, like, exclusive with Helena and then being on me? Like, it's crazy. And then, one thing Helena did, she ate with something, is when she was like, oh, he's saying he's going left, right, and fucking rhubarb. I was like, yeah, that was funny. That was funny. But it's so crazy because she was like, oh, she doesn't know how she's going to deal with having to, like, watch what he's doing and da 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 da. Like, watch him pull Shakira and stuff. But I'm just thinking, Shakira had to watch multiple times. Shakira stayed watching and she never did anything. So now you're getting taste of your own medicine. Like, bruh, when I tell you that karma is so real and karma will always serve, and I just love it. I love it. Sometimes karma doesn't come when you want it to come, but it will always surely come. And we've been very fortunate to see karma come when it should. It came on time. And then Connor finally got his kiss with Megan. Honestly, they're just boring. I'm like, hey, you guys are together. Yay, great. And then Tony just made me laugh so much. He was like, Meg, when you're ready, come to the fire pit. And she was just very direct. She was like, you know, your side haven't been welcoming to people that you see as a threat to your relationship. And then Meg was like, yeah, I agree that there's a divide, but I don't agree with that thing. I'm really welcoming. I'm this, I'm that. The delusion is insane. And then Tony's like, you know, at the end of the day, we're all friends, blah, 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 blah. And then they get all the girls over. But even on that bench, you could see the divide. The way they sat and this, it was like, yeah, this is all fake. And then they all hug. And Meg being like, okay, Shakira, come on. She does not like Shakira. It's so obvious. She despises Shakira because Shakira illuminates her insecurities. That's what it is. And then after that conversation happens, Angel, we see her trying to be bitchy. She's like, oh, what was that? He pulled his head. She was trying to, like, stir the pot. And then Meg's like, I didn't do anything. I was never going to pull them for a chat. And then Megan says, less of that, Meg. And then now Meg wants to start bitching about Megan. Yeah, you're crazy. Then obviously we had the recoupling. Oh, and then obviously when they all had to stand there, Meg was saying to Helena, show him who's better. And I didn't know if that was like her trying to say you're better than Shakira or she's better than Harry. Like, I didn't know what she was trying to do, but she kept saying, just show him who's better. Show him. I'm like, this competition thing, it needs to stop. And then Cash coupled up with Tony and he was like, oh, captivating eyes. It was really cute. His speech was cute. Jamie was with Yaz. His speech wasn't enough, but then later on he redeemed himself, which was really, really cute. And she looked absolutely radiant that day as well. Blue kept pulling faces whenever, like, Yaz and Angel recoupled. It was quite funny because it's like, you've been pied twice, my darling. Dejan obviously coupled up with Meg and he's like, what's understood doesn't need to be explained. That's dead. That's a cop-out. What do you mean? Anyway, the only silver lining is he didn't say my Meg. Ty coupled up with Angel, Connor with Megan, and then Harry picked Shakira. And his speech was crazy. He said, she possesses things I see in a long-term partner, which is insane because obviously Helena, when she was talking to him, she had said to Harry, you know, you don't possess the qualities that in someone that I'd want to be with. And I'm like, this man is evil. You're using her words against her like that. And he's like, you know, I had buried feelings. I've disappointed myself and people. I want to be a better person for this person and myself. The feelings were always there. I just chose not to believe them. I'm leaving, and I've told this person I'm either leaving here alone or with her. Yo! And obviously, Meg gave the most diabolical side eye ever. I'm like, girl. And then Blue obviously coupled up with Helena, and he was trying to make slight digs. Because he was there like, oh yeah, I've had my eye on her from the beginning. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop lying. And he's like, you know, I'm going to show you that not all men are the same, blah, 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 blah. And then obviously we got the preview that it was going to be Family Day. So we'll talk about that in the next review.